Hello, how are you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be talking about the home buyer process, and within that process I'm going to be talking about the earnest deposit as it pertains to the process. Okay, so for a buyer, first of all, I just want you to know again, my name is Deanna Reinhardt. I am CEO and broker of Reinhardt and Associates in Columbus, Ohio. And what I like to do is just kind of inform people, not just buyers, on the process of buying a home. So I'm breaking the home buyer process down into 10 segments, and today being earnest deposits. So to get right to it, if this is something that might interest you, please tune in and stay with me. So earnest deposits, most people do not know about. Once you have put in your application for a loan and you've been pre-approved, you are now looking for homes and you have found a home. And with your offer, the seller has requested that you do a earnest deposit to show a strong effort, to show that you really want this house. So an earnest deposit is merely a gesture letting the seller know that you are serious about your offer. So the more that you can put down, the stronger your contract appears to the seller. It's more appealing to the seller if you put down a strong earnest deposit. If your earnest deposit is $300 and someone else puts in an earnest deposit of $500 or $1,000 or $1,500, typically that's looked at, and it's not always the determining factor, because there's other things that come in like price and if this is a cash deal or you're actually going through the loan process, how fast can you close? Things of that nature come into play. But staying with earnest deposit is an amount of money, somewhat like a deposit for your rent, that you put down before this deal ever closes. And if everything goes through, you typically get that earnest deposit back either in a check at closing, or you will get that deposit back. It will go towards one of your fees. So say you have a down or a cost or a down payment of $1,500, then they may put that earnest deposit towards your $1,500 to keep you from having to come up with a lump sum at closing, so that you understand that. So the first thing that you need to understand about an earnest deposit is that it is merely showing strength to the seller, for lack of better words, to the seller, that you are serious about the sale, about your offer. Please excuse my writing, I'm on the opposite side. About your offer. So that's number one. So when you put down an earnest deposit, first of all, it goes with your offer. And after you submit your offer, if the offer is accepted, then within 3 days, you are required to give this earnest deposit to your agent so that that deposit can be put into a trust account or held by the title agency until you close. Okay, so don't be surprised when that happens, as far as an earnest deposit. Let's say you're looking for a house and someone says they want you to put an earnest deposit down. Don't be surprised by that. This is very common. This is something that happens in almost every deal. So they require an earnest deposit. Sometimes it's $300, sometimes it's $100. Whatever you may have to offer, that's what you offer. And so you want to make sure that you keep in mind when you're making that offer that you still have home inspection, you still have homeowner's insurance, and you still have, if you want to do a radon check on the home, things of that nature. So keep all of these fees and do your homework on those fees as to how much they will cost. Okay, your agent will do a market analysis she will do some comps, or he will do some comps for you to make sure that your offer that you're putting in is comparable to what the market is going for. So you're not just putting in a random offer. That agent should know that your offer is comparable to what's going on in that market. Okay, so earnest deposit is basically you giving your offer that you are submitting more power to basically win that deal. Okay, so the more earnest deposit you put down, the better off you will be to basically win that offer. Okay, or win that deal. So if you seriously want that home, make sure that you have a strong earnest deposit. Now, one way you can lose this earnest deposit is if you say, for example, your deal is contingent upon financing. And if you just say to yourself or to your agent, you do not want this deal, you've changed your mind, and it's not because of financing, then the seller gets to keep your earnest deposit. So keep that in mind, and you start all over. There's no penalty other than the fact that you won't get your earnest deposit back. So keep that in mind. And I hope this video was helpful. And if it was, please please subscribe so that you can get more videos that help you to be more informed. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon.